February 7, 2027. In the air is like a blade. I'm standing in the wreckage of the promises we made. I watched you at the station with your suitcase by your side, a world away from everything we promised not to hide. You didn't shout or scream at me, you didn't even cry. You just offered up a whisper and a half-hearted goodbye. And in that quiet moment, when the engine started low, I felt the tectonic shift of everything I know. It wasn't just a party, it wasn't just a door, it was a clean and jagged fracture, right down to the core. I saw the light go out in us, I felt the winter wind as the distance opened up, exactly where you'd been. You walked into the future, finally breathing in the free, but you left a localized disaster right inside of me. I'm a map that's been divided, I'm a house without a frame, shivering in the static of the echo of your name. 'Cause it was the goodbye that split me right down through the bone, the heaviest kind of silence I have ever known. One half of me is waiting, the other's in the dark, still trying to find the fire in a long extinguished spark. You didn't leave a bruise behind, you didn't leave a scar, but you took the very center of exactly who we are. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is hard to see. The goodbye that split you was the one that ended me. I'm walking through the grocery store, I'm pouring tea for one, going through the motions since the damage has been done. I see my own reflection in the 2020 seats rain, and I don't recognize the person carrying this pain. One side of me is logical and knows that we were thin, but the other side is reaching for where your hands have been. I'm a library of secrets with the center torn away, living in the wreckage of a single cold Monday. If you'd only been a villain, if you'd only been a ghost, I could handle the departure from the one I love the most. But you left me with a kindness that was sharper than a knife, and split the very foundation of my only love. to see the goodbye that split you. Was the one that ended me. It split me right down the line. The part that was yours and the part that was mine. The door is closed, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. The goodbye that split me, yeah, I'm still in two. Yeah, I'm still in two. The winter of 2020 is howling at the door, and I'm tracing every footprint that you left across the floor. I'm sitting in the kitchen, half the lights are still burned out, in a house that's gone so silent, it's louder than a shout. I watch the neighbors moving, I see the world go by underneath the heavy weight of a gray and empty sky. I go through every motion, I play the part so well, but I'm a hollowed out spirit in a cold and lonely shell. I try to eat a meal, but the salt has lost its sting. I try to find the melody to the songs we used to sing, but I'm missing half the rhythm, and I'm missing half the breath. It's a strange and quiet version of a slow and steady death. You took the part that wandered, you took the part that knew exactly how to make a day feel bright and golden. No, didn't take the body, no, you didn't take the skin, but you took the only reason that I let the sunlight in. Yeah, you left me half alive, just a ghost in my own skin, waiting for a version of a life to finally begin. I'm a bird with half a wing, I'm a clock that's lost its beat, a jagged edge disaster, a story incomplete. You took your love and left the rest, you headed for the shore, leaving me to wonder what the beating heart is for. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but I'm struggling to survive since you walked out the door and left me half alive. I saw you in the city just a week or two ago. You were breathing in the winter, you were putting on a show. You looked so whole and healthy, you looked so light and free, like you never spent a second being the other half of me. I wanted to be angry, I wanted to be loud, but I'm just a fading shadow in the middle of a crowd. I'm a library of secrets with the final chapters torn, living in the wreckage of a love that was outworn. If you'd only taken all of me, if you'd only let me go, instead of this half existence that is all I get to know. I'm a house without a roof, I'm a fire without a spark, just a beautiful detuser fumbling through the dark. is thin. I don't know where my own life is supposed to begin. The light is off, the pulse is low, and I'm just watching the rest of me slowly go. You left me half alive. Today is January 7th, 2026, and the snow is falling fast. It's a cold white curtain over a long forgotten past. The hall is full of shadows where your laughter used to be. Back when you were certain you could spend your life with me. I still have the letter from the morning we turned to, filled with all the always and the things you never do. You were my horizon, you were every breath I took, but you closed the cover before I finished the book. I saw you at the station with a ticket in your hand, trading in our fortress for a different patch of land. There was no fire in your eyes, no tremor in your tone, just a quiet kind of distance that I'd never quite been shown. You said that people change and that seasons have to fade. Then you walked away from every single promise that we made. I was braced for the battle, I was ready for the fight, but you just blew out the candle and headed for the night. 'Cause you loved me, then you left like it was easy to do, like you could just erase the part of me that lived in you. You built a whole cathedral just to tear the pillars down, leaving me a stranger in our empty-hearted town. It's the shift in the weather, it's the silence in the hall, the way you held me up just to let me hit the fall. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is what I kept. You loved me for a lifetime, until the day you left. I'm sitting in the kitchen pouring coffee for one, and a localized disaster of the damage you have done. I'm a library of secrets with the final pages torn, living in the wreckage of a love that was outworn. I see you in the city now, you look so light and whole, like you never spent a second trying to mend a broken soul. You're breathing in the sunshine, you're finally standing tall, while I'm still picking up the shrapnel and the shadows on the wall. If you never loved me, I could handle being alone. I wouldn't know the difference between the fire and the storm, but you show me the heaven, you show me the spark, just to leave me shivering here in the dark. Like it was easy to do, like you could just erase the part of me that lived in you. You built a whole cathedral just to tear the pillars down, leaving me a stranger in our empty-hearted town. It's the shift in the weather, it's the silence in the hall, the way you held me up just to let me hit the fall. The world keeps on turning, but the truth is what I kept. You loved me for a lifetime, until the day you left. You loved me then you let me go. The heaviest kind of silence I will ever know. The door is closed, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. You loved me, then you left. Today is Wednesday, January 7, 2026, and I'm facing a silence that I can't seem to fix. The kitchen is cold and the hallway is wide, with a million I'm sorry still trapped here inside. I didn't hide the damage, I didn't play it strong. I let the salt hit the floor where you used to belong. I let the armor fall down and I showed you the break. I gave you every shiver and every sharp ache. I thought if I was honest, if I let the truth spill, that the sight of my hurting would make you stand still. But you looked in my eyes, all heavy and red, and you didn't hear a single word that I said. You didn't reach for a tissue or offer a hand to pull me back up from the shifting of sand. You just checked your watch and you looked at the door like my crying was a burden you wouldn't carry no more. As you walked away from my tears, you turned from the salt, like the breaking of my spirit was entirely my fault. I was drowning in the open, I was gasping for air, and you looked right through me like I wasn't even there. No trembling in your fingers, no shadow in your eyes, just the cold, steady rhythm of your final goodbyes. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is what I fear. You were never more distant than when you walked away from my tears. I see you in the city now, you're looking so light, like you finally slept through the middle of the night. You're breathing in the sunshine, you're finally free from the localized disaster of the hurting version of me. It must be so easy to just shut out the sound of a heart hidden pieces on the hallowed out ground. But I'm still here leaking, I'm still in the gray, counting every second since you decided to stray. They say that vulnerability is the key to the soul, but I gave you my fragments and I gave you the whole, and you used the cracks just to find a way out, leaving me here to just swallow the doubt. You didn't even blink. Yeah, you walked away from my tears, you turned from the soul, like the breaking of my spirit was entirely my fault. I was drowning in the open, I was gasping for air, and you looked right through me like I wasn't even there. No trembling in your fingers, no shadow in your eyes, just the cold, steady rhythm of your final goodbyes. The world keeps on turning, but the truth is finally clear. You were never more distant than when you walked away from my tears. From the tears, from the rain, from the beautiful wreckage of all of this pain. The door is closed, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. You walked away from my tears. Yeah, you just kept walking. Wednesday, January 7, 2026. And I'm still looking for the parts of us I'm meant to fix. The winter wind is rattling the glass inside the frame, in a house that's grown weary of the echo of your name. I used to think that sadness was a season or a phase, a temporary shadow in the middle of the days. But the calendar is turning and the frost is settling in, and I can't find the border where my own life should begin. I've tried the time is healing, and I've tried to let it go. I've walked the miles of silence through the 22 sips snow. I've rearranged the furniture and painted over the blue, trying to scrub the essence of the old ways out of you. But every time I stand up, I just find another crack, a jagged little reminder that you're never coming back. It's not a sudden landslide or a fire in the sky, it's just the slow motion weight of a permanent goodbye. 'Cause broken feels permanent tonight. It's settled in the bone, the heaviest kind of nothing I have ever truly known. I'm not waiting for the morning, I'm not reaching for the light, I'm just settling for the wreckage in the middle of the night. They say that glass can be recast, that a heart can learn to mend, but I'm staring at an ending that I can't quite undefend. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is finally bright. I'm not just hurting, broken feels permanent tonight. I saw you in the city, just a face inside the crowd. You looked so unburdened, you were laughing out loud, like you never spent a second in the hollow of my chest, like you'd finally found a place where your restless soul could rest. I wanted to be angry, I wanted to be strong, to prove that I was more than just a long forgotten song. But I'm a library of secrets with a center torn away, living in the static of a single cold Wednesday. If there was a spark left, I'd try to find a flame. If there was a road back, I'd whisper out your name. But the bridge is made of ashes and the water's made of lead, and I'm just repeating every hollow thing we said. I'm done with the wishing. Turning, but the truth is finally bright. I'm not just hurting, broken feels permanent tonight. It's permanent. The silence in the hall, it's permanent. The shadows on the wall, the light is off, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life is supposed to begin. Broken feels permanent. lasts forever tonight. I checked the calendar today. It's 2026. Looking for the parts of us that I'm still meant to fix. I gave you every sunrise in the marrow in my bones. I turned my heart into a bridge made of heavy stepping stones. I didn't hold a fragment back, I didn't play it safe. I put my whole existence in this hollowed out space. I was a lighthouse standing in the center of your gate, keeping the oil burning while my own spirit went frail. I saw the hairline fractures in the way you said my name, but I was busy pouring life into a dying flame. I traded my ambitions for the secrets in your head. I lived on every hollow, bitter word that you would say. I thought if I was softer, I could absorb the final blow. But you can't heal a person who's determined just to go. I bent until I couldn't bend, I pulled until I tore, until I was just wreckage on an empty kitchen floor. 'Cause I loved you until I bled, I gave until I broke. I stayed inside the fire until I choked upon the smoke. I didn't leave a stain upon the carpet or the hall, but I let you take the best of me to catch your every fall. No sirens in the distance, no crashing of the glass, just the quiet way I emptied out to let your shadow pass. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is what I dread. I ran out of the color, 'cause I loved you until I bled. I see you in the city now, you're looking light and new, like you never spent a second in the wreckage of us two. You're breathing in the sunshine, you're finally standing tall. I'm still picking up the shrapnel and the shadows on the wall. It's a different kind of empty, it's a different kind of thin, to realize I don't know where my own breath should begin. You took the final heartbeat, you took the final line, and walked away with everything that used to be just mine. They say that love is given, but they never tell you when the sacrifice is over and you never whole again. I should have saved a little back, a spark to call my own, instead of turning all my heart into a pile of broken stone. Yes, I loved you until I bled, I gave until I broke. I stayed inside the fire until I choked upon but the truth has finally arrived. I gave you every drop I had, just so you'd survive. I bled for you, one word at a time. The loudest kind of silence for a beautiful crime. The light is off, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. I loved you until I bled. Yeah, I bled for you. Today's Wednesday, January 7th, 2026, and I'm still sorting through the things I cannot fix. The world outside is moving at a frantic, steady pace, but I'm still memorizing every shadow of your face. They tell me that the window should be open to the air, that I should find a new life in the here instead of there. But I've built a little kingdom in the center of the dark, protecting every ember of a long extinguished spark. I saw you in a photo, you were laughing in the sun, looking like the battle for your soul was finally won. You've traveled all the distance, you found the open road, while I'm still here adjusting to the weight of the old load. I could have walked away, yeah, I could have found the key, I could have let the winter bring a newer version of me. But leaving felt like losing what was left of us for good. So I'm standing in the wreckage where I always used to stood. 'Cause I stayed inside the pain, I didn't seek the light, I made a permanent home in the middle of the night. I'm a prisoner by choice, I'm a slave to the before, guarding every heartbeat on this empty hardwood floor. You found the strength to leave it, you found a way to fly, while I'm still drowning in the static of a permanent goodbye. Yeah, the world is moving on, but the truth is finally plain. You escaped the ending, but I stayed inside the pain. I'm a curator of sorrow, I'm a witness to the sting, the only living person who remembers everything. I breathe the dust of memories, I drink the 3 a.m. regret. I'm a believer in a love that hasn't finished with me yet. If I step across the threshold, then the us is truly dead. And I'm not ready for the silence that is waiting there instead. So I'm nursing every fracture, I'm polishing the scars, living in the shadow of our long extinguished stars. They see the healing starts when you finally let it go, but there's a comfort in the hurting that the healthy never know. It's the only way to hold you, it's the only way to feel that the magic we once created was actually something real. I'm not ready to be whole. I'm not ready to be whole. stayed inside, where the air is thin, where the never and the ever finally begin. The door is wide open, but I'm sitting on the floor. I stayed inside the pain, 'cause I don't know who I am anymore. I'm standing on the doorstep in the January cold. It's 2026 and the year is getting old. I got the keys inside my pocket, I've got my coat against the chill, but the driveway feels like climbing up a jagged, frozen hill. I look up at the windows, see the lamp I left on low, but I don't recognize the person that I was a year ago. I walked through every winter, I fought to find the light, but I lost the final spark of us in the middle of the night. I saw you at the station, watched you board the silver train, leaving me with nothing but the rhythm of the rain. I told myself I'd handle it, I told myself I'd stand, that I could build a future on a different patch of land. But the GPS is broken and the stars have all gone gray, and I can't find the compass that you took with you today. I'm a traveler with a suitcase full of always and before, but I can't find the courage to walk through the front door, 'cause my mind found the driveway and my feet found the stone, but I'm standing in the hallway, feeling more than just alone. I can hang on my jacket, I can turn on the light, but I'm still lost and shivering in the middle of the night. I went searching for a forever, but I only found the phone. Yeah, I finally reached the house, but my heart didn't make it home. The kitchen smells of coffee and the books are on the shelf, but I'm a stranger in this body, trying to find my former self. I see your favorite sweater, I see the dent in the rug, a permanent reminder of a long forgotten hug. You're already in the city, you're already breathing free, while I'm a localized disaster in the empty space of me. I'm a bird without a horizon, a sailor with no sea, since you took the only version of what home was meant to be. They say home is where the heart is, but mine is on that train, speeding through the darkness and the 2020 seas rain. I'm just a hollowed out reflection, I'm a statue in the hall, waiting for a heartbeat that isn't there to catch my fall. make it home. I didn't make it back. The trail is gone cold. I'm just a story that will never be told. The house is quiet, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. My heart didn't make it home. Today is Wednesday, January 7, 2026, and I'm watching the world move in a rhythm I can't fix. You're miles ahead now, you're crossing every line, leaving behind the wreckage of a life that once was mine. I saw you at the station with that light inside your eyes, the kind that comes from shaking off 1,000 old goodbyes. You walked into the future like you'd finally found the shore, while I was left just standing by the handle of the door. I try to keep the pace, yeah, try to run as fast, but I'm a heavy spirit tied to a long forgotten past. You're breathing in the newness, you're finally standing tall, while I'm still picking up the shadows that are leaning on the wall. It's a different kind of distance, it's a different kind of space to be the only one who can't erase your beautiful face. You're already in the sunrise, finally breathing in the free, while I'm stuck in the middle of a localized me. 'Cause you're moving forward, finally finding your way into the bright and the bold of a brand new day. But my heart fell behind you, it hit the cold stone, and I'm standing in the silence feeling more than just alone. I'm a heartbeat too slow, I'm a second too late, a permanent prisoner at the 2026 gate. Yeah, you're reaching the summit, you're touching the blue, but my heart fell behind you, and I can't catch up to you. I see you in the city, just a silhouette in the crowd. You look so unburdened, you're laughing out loud, like you never spent a minute in the hollow of my chest, like you found the where the air is thin, where the never and the ever find a begin. The light is moving on, but I'm sitting on the floor. My heart fell behind you, and it isn't beating anymore. Today is January 7th, 2022, and the frost is on the glass. I'm watching all the ghosts of our forever slowly pass. I've tried to sweep the hallway, I've tried to clear the dust, but every corner of this house is heavy with the rust. I bought a new ceramic glue, the kind they say will hold, to fix the shattered ornaments and the stories we once told. But I'm staring at the table, at the jagged lines of blue, realizing some things don't mend just because you want them to. I saw you in the city just a week or two ago. You were laughing at the winter, putting on a show. You look so whole and healthy, you look so breathing free, like you'd finally shed the heavy, tired gravity of me. I wanted to be angry, I wanted to be loud, but I'm just a fading shadow in the middle of the crowd. I'm a library of secrets with the final chapters torn, living in the wreckage of a love that was outworn. 'Cause my heart is still in pieces, and I can't find where they fit. I'm sitting in the darkness, trying to keep the candle lit. I've got the fragments in my pocket, I've got the shrapnel in my chest, a localized disaster that refuses to find rest. You walked away so cleanly, not a splinter in your hand, while I'm the only witness to the shifting of the sand. Yeah, the world keeps on turning, but the truth is finally holy. My heart is still in pieces, and I'm breaking so slowly. I tried to date a stranger, tried to find a brand new spark, but every touch felt hollow in the middle of the dark. They don't know the rhythm or the way I take my tea. They don't know the version that you took away from me. I'm a house without a roof, I'm a fire without a flame, just a permanent vibration of the echo of your name. I'm shivering in the garden where they always used to bloom, a prisoner of the silence in an empty back room. They say that glass is beautiful, even when it's torn, but they never felt the pressure of a love that's been outworn. If I could put it back together, I know what I would do. I'd just break it all again if it meant being near you. jagged part at a time, the loudest kind of silence for a beautiful crime. The floor is covered, the air is thin, and I don't know where my own life should begin. My heart is still in pieces, yet it's still yours, yet it's still yours.